Mr. Let's Paint back again. Tuesday, November 14th, 2024. Yeah, we're talking the future. We are coming to you from the future. No, not really. No, it's Tuesday. It's still July. What's up, Matthew? July 27th, 28th, 27, 28. Maybe it's the 28th. It's almost over. July's almost over. We're going to go into August pretty soon. And then once August is over, then we'll be in September, and then September, then October. So we got 3 more months of summer and here in the United States, presidential campaigning, which is gonna start, I guess, one way or the other, play a role in our thinking patterns and all that, along with this sort of ongoing virus stuff that really can put a damper in our output motives, output. We just hang in there. Well, I'd be curious to see what happens. You know. So yeah, maybe we can resolve some of these issues. Yes, I'm a mosquito man. Let me tell you some mosquito story. I got some more mosquito stories for you. This afternoon I was here. I was kind of looking at my painting, thinking, okay, I'm gonna try to, get motivated and maybe work on my painting or play it. Play. That's a good thought. But I'm sitting here and bam, I am bitten. I got bit like 3, 4, 5 times, and it was just it was ridiculous. Of course, I got my tennis racket out, and I did get a couple. I got me a couple mosquitoes. And then subsequently, I sprayed myself with some mosquito spray. But once you get bit a few times, I think there's something right here. What is that? And once you get bit a few times, it's just annoying. It takes you out of the mood. I'm not in the mood anymore. Like I just not feeling it. I don't know if I resolved it or anything. Frankly, I can't tell, because these aren't big fat mosquitoes. These are like teeny tiny, the teeniest mosquitoes ever. And so subsequently, it is a problem it is a problem for me. It's a big issue, But I gotta say, it is somewhat of a I got my stress ball. You guys have these? These are good. So yeah, it's a kind of a nice escape from I guess reality, because this is something that we can handle. Now, of course, you could get bitten and then get another kind of what is it called? There's some kind of thing they talk about from getting bit. Well, of course, there's malaria from getting bit by a mosquito. There's something else that's more prevalent here in the United States, or at least, well, besides coronavirus. I wonder, do mosquitoes transmit coronavirus? Hey, let's look into that. Maybe we could get a grant from the government about looking into that. Anyway, so that's my update. Otherwise, I'm just kind of looking at this painting, going, "Oh man, I don't know. Is it?" I like aspects to it, but I think I need to go a little further. So we're going to go a little further here. At least I think we are. No, I will. I am going to go a little further. Getting back to the mosquitoes, I did do a look-see, a survey of the surrounding backyard, and I did discover a possible culprit that might have been manufacturing these mosquitoes. It was some like aloe vera plants in a pot with just chock full of murky ass water, and I think that could have been it. I mean, in terms of the immensity, the sort of just out of control mosquitoes. Again, they are. It's not so obvious because I can swing my tennis racket, mosquito killing tennis racket. They should actually have ads for on like U.S. Open, French Open, for various tennis tournaments. They should do ads. This mosquito tennis racket thing. I think that would be good. Okay, I'm Mr. Let's Paint. I think, I believe. Thanks for hanging out. We're happy to have you here, and happy to engage somehow, even though it does seem fruitful in a sense. Life seems a little fruitless at times, particularly when you get kind of overwhelmed by a just sort of a day in, day out aspect of our present condition. I would conjecture, as bad as it seems, it could always be worse. There could be something even more worse. And on top of it, well, anyway. Let's not further on. Whoa, that sounded like a mosquito getting zapped. No, it was just this stress ball. Which is, it's nice. It's nice to have a stress ball available. I recommend it. I am not necessarily. I don't use it all the time, but it's a fun discovery to come across at times. Oh, thank you for your comments on the painting. Yeah, we're like I said, I'm not really. I'm kind of feeling like we're kind of close to done, but there are a couple of things that I feel like I might want to try to clarify, or at least. Well, I see a mosquito there. Maybe I think that's a mosquito. I see a couple of things I might want to try to do, but honestly, I don't really know. If I will resolve it today or ever. I have that ability to never resolve a painting, and I just kind of have these sort of lingering duds. Though I find I do better if I just do it all in one take. I think I've had better success just looking back in my painting approach, the way I've attacked painting, the way I paint, the way all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I have hesitation. I have trepidation. All right. So without further ado, or no, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy to just sit here and talk to you like we did yesterday for the most part. But I will get into some painting here. Alex, no, you cannot see it. We are in quarantine. You cannot leave, Alex. You cannot leave your house. It has a feeling of being wild. Well, that's very perceptive, Alex. But it's actually it's acrylic. The blue is acrylic, and then we have some spray paint, like that red and some yellow, and then it's oil on top of that. So that's and I did acrylic actually. And then I went ahead and did oil on top of the acrylic. That's where we're at. Well, maybe I should do just a tad bit. So getting back to the idea of the structure of this painting, it's a three-pronged approach. Not so much three-pronged approach, but it's a sunlight. You're looking up at the tree. You're underneath the tree, and you're looking up at the tree, and there's sunlight hitting a top portion of the tree, and then the closer area, closer to you, is dark-ish. And so that's really kind of the idea. I have a photo here. We'll show you the photo while we have it, while we have you here. I don't know if we got the shot. What camera shot we got for you? Okay, maybe you can see it there. Now, look, we're not trying to get photographically here. We're not interested in that, but we want to get it to look maybe some kind of close proximity. Anyway, so let's load up some paint. I don't even have any paint on my palette. I need to do that, and so let's do that. Sometimes it's hard to get going. I gotta say, it's hard to get going and get moving, but we are doing just that nevertheless. So thanks for hanging out, and we are maybe get some painting going here in the next minute if I can get some paint on the palette. Let's put some gloves on. I got this, don't I? I do. I got something. There's a couple of basically we kind of got into it yesterday in the sense that I didn't really know how to get into it, and then I saw that I had a couple of moves. There were a couple of moves I could do, so it's not as though it's not like I don't there's I wouldn't say there's problems, but there are definitely things that I see I could do, but it's not it's always questionable. I'm a big, I'm not like a big fan of that, but there's really no correct way to necessarily go about it. So what's the goal? You know, I guess I'm always questioning that. You know, what's the goal on the darn thing? I don't really know sometimes. I don't know what I'm doing. Partially. There's a part of me that doesn't. And then there's another part that knows all too well what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so I guess we do have maybe in that sense an agenda. Okay, let's get some fresh white here. Yeah, big blob. Yeah, big blob of white. And that will be good. We're kind of out of this white, but and then we got some yellow, obviously. So we're gonna kind of go back into that yellow, light, and then we'll go dark here and there with some blues. Sometimes it's hard to know how to see the painting, see how it works, you know, or doesn't work. I think that's a lot of times a problem for an artist. You're not able to really understand how it plays. That's probably why we can overwork it and maybe destroy it and all that good stuff. But you kind of have to destroy things to understand what's going on. So it's not the end of it. Plus, we're just existing. What is the purpose here? To make a painting that to sell for billions of dollars? And is that gonna, you know, solve humanity or, you know, issues? No. That doesn't, you know, see when you start thinking like that, there's no purpose, there's no point doing the damn thing. There's no point doing a damn thing, you know, if you start thinking that way. But I think we're just looking to make a nice painting. I think maybe that's what it is. Okay, we're on to this. Oh, there goes my mic. Let's bring that back here if I can. It popped off. There we go. Let's use the rest of this. That's the end of that. Okay, that's the end of it. Gotta get some more alizarin. What about any other color that I got? What are these other? Sometimes you get these tubes of paint that you don't know what the hell's going on. What's this? I'm just gonna open it up. What should I do? Why don't I? Shit. Oh, okay, it broke. I broke it. That's alright. We'll just use it though. It's a lot of blue. Oh, shoot. That's okay. Alright. So, I got just sort of. Got some blue, I got some green, I need some more alizarin. Okay, let's pick up some alizarin maybe. Okay. What kind of color is that? That's just some weird color that I don't think is gonna do me any good. I think that's like a rose madder. Alright. Oh shoot. Let's pick up some alizarin. I think I got some alizarin crimson. Another tube here. Let me go get it. Okay. Okay, we're back, and without further ado, what was I gonna try to do? Okay, yeah, let's concentrate on the yellow, and actually more, maybe at times more white. Yeah, let's see what we can do with that. Well, there's more of a yellow thing here. Let's see. I see it over here. I see it. Well, it's not imperative that just because you see it that you have to put it in there, you know, but I'm just, you know, like I said, I see it. I see it, so I feel inclined to paint it, but it doesn't mean that I need to. Okay, let's introduce some just straight up more white than yellow here and there. It's again not a we're not necessarily certain we know what we're exactly we don't know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Just but we're just kind of maybe feeling it out. We're keeping a little bit of a dry brush. You know, like you do a dry rub on your meats before you barbecue. So we're kind of keeping some of that idea going with a dry brush in terms of the application of the paint. We're allowing for that. We're interested in the just a lot of the variables that are we're getting the effects. They're like these are like special effects. Just a tad bit. Possibly we not necessarily, but I don't know. Let's see this. I have a tendency to do a shorthand with my paintbrush. That's okay. I tend to go back at times in my does not have to make sense now, does it? No, it doesn't. But it is kind of making sense. By it not making any sense, you kind of are making it make sense. Maybe. I don't know. Just a thought. I don't really know what I'm saying. We're just kind of seeing certain things that might need to be clarified. Again, we're not necessarily going. You know, we're not going all. We're not relying strictly on the photographic images. By no means. However, it is playing a role in terms of what I'm trying to do. So. We're not necessarily doing a whole lot, you know, I think. We're not doing a whole lot to this painting, and yet we're doing little stuff to it, and, you know, it's getting back to somewhat questionable, that you could be losing the battle in terms of what you had going, or you're losing the inspiration that you initially had, and spontaneity. So we're kind of in that weird mode right now. But I'm, at least I'm aware, so that could be helpful, beneficial to keeping you from just becoming too photo realistic on it all, even though I'm basically getting attempting or I'm referencing from a photo. So the more we hang in there with that, with the observation, we're bound to get that kind of issue. But it's okay. We're all right. This is like ASMR for me. Very relaxing, John. Oh, thank you, Clorox boy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I suppose there is some ASMR stuff here. There tends, if I am actually doing any kind of talking, which I guess I am doing a little bit of talking here, but not necessarily making a whole lot of sense, but it's a visual dance in a sense, in terms of where we're going to apply the paint, and maybe there's a little bit of how much you can kind of get away with too. Maybe there's a little bit of that. Now this thing bothers me. There's one thing here that bothers me. And I think I might have to do something with that. Kind of break it up at least. Okay, that I see something here that, yeah, I see that needs to go there. Let's do a little dark paint action. This guy kind of goes there. I believe it does. This guy's this is some more flower light stuff. I shouldn't let it take over too much of everything, but I'm gonna do just a little bit. There's some stuff over here that I'm trying to keep some of that. So some yellow's kind of going over there. Yeah, there's some. I got that going on there, and that's kind of going on there. This area here, yeah, bring that up. I don't know what that's doing. That's okay. That could be addressed. Address that. All right. Let's up here. Up here needs hello. Get this little area up there. Yeah, maybe some of that. Open that up. And this guy up here could use some light. Elements of light. The light hitting it. Yeah. Doesn't have to be exact, but making an attempt at making some sense. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's a lost cause. Oh, hopefully not, but there's always that chance that you could go too far. We could be going too far with this. It's okay though. Kind of got to be a little fearless to some degree with the idea that maybe it's not a bad thing to just kind of go way past its due, its expiration date. There's nothing wrong with that. It's entirely possible. Let's put this guy here. This thing. Whoa, I see something maybe I could kind of fix. Maybe not. Let's see if I can decide to make that guy. Alright, well that's not working. break that guy up if I can. Yeah, that thing bothers me a little bit. It does bother me. Yeah, I hope you guys are painting and drawing while we're at the same time. That'd be great. I hope. Yeah, that'd be. I could see that. I could see why you would. Okay. Oh yeah, I see something here. Not sure if I want to clarify that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I am, reverting back to the photo. Let's make that a big leaf if I can. Make that a big leaf here. Make that a big leaf. I'm a big leaf. Yes. I'm a big leaf over here. That's it. That's like, hello, I'm a big leaf. Don't mess around. ASMR. We should call the show ASMR LAP LA L L LPTV. ASMR LPTV. What do you think? We could call it that. I like that. ASMR LPTV. We'll just change it. I'm going to change it right now. So, we'll just go ASMR. Whoops. What is the button I want? This one. Yes. Well, thank you. I wasn't aware that that I had the voice for it, but now that you say, I do. You know, I'm okay. You know, I'm okay one way or the other. Hey, let's take this call here. We got a call coming in. Let's see who this is. It's an unknown person. Hello, caller. Who's this? Hi.
Hey, this is Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Just watching your stream. What are you painting?
It's some trees. Paintings. It's like it's a tree thing. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, are you gonna make any smoothies on this stream? Or blend drinks?
Not tonight. No, but it's always in the future. We always have that in our back pocket.
Yeah, I could really go for a smoothie right now. Anyways.
I'm telling. Yeah, they are good. I make some good smoothies.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, where are you from? Where are you based in?
We're in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever come down there,
all right. Well, where are you at?
I'm down in Orange County.
Okay. SoCal.
Yeah.
SoCal. All right.
Not too far.
SoCal.
Yeah. Huh?
SoCal.
SoCal. Yeah. Have you ever tried painting on a scooter?
No, I have not.
You should try it. It's. Have you ever tried? You've painted on a bike, right?
Yeah, I've done the bicycle thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I have not done the scooter yet. So.
I'd like to see. You ever heard of the Boomer Buggy X? Me and my friends been looking into it. We're gonna. It's like $4,000. It's like an electrical scooter. It's got a roof to protect you from rain, so it's basically a car. Yeah. So. Yeah, maybe I could try painting on that. Anyways, yeah. I'll let you go. You paint those trees though.
Okay. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the suggestions.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Okay.
Bye, Dad.
All right. All right, let's get back to this painting here. As you can see, it's, you know, did I make it worse? That's a good question. I'm questioning my moves. uh, I am. I really am. Trying to make sense of it all, and it's just a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay with that. I think some good. We got some good energy here with the. I think the premise is has merit, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's endless possibilities, for sure. Now this guy, I'm gonna have to put you over here, maybe. I'm getting analytical on this, and it's not my best. It's not my best look, being all analytical. Or I feel. Yeah, I guess that's the question. You know, what kind of painter are you? What kind of artist are you? Are you an analytical artist, or are you more a free-flowing, let the chips fly kind of artist? And you know, I think we straddle between those ideas, maybe. Some of us have figured it out in the sense of you know, you're a Norman Rockwell, and you're content with being Norman Rockwell, and you're happy, and you know it, and you clap your hands, and that's all well and good. But I think there's I tend to want to think that there's more to it than that, and there is in terms of the emotional I don't know, struggle maybe that one can put into a painting when it has more. There's more to it than just the just strictly analytical. If you just rely strictly on analytics, and you don't incorporate the passion, then you have Norman Rockwell. There's nothing wrong with Norman Rockwell, but that's illustration. It's not a painting. And, there's a lot of paintings out there that are in disguise as paintings, but they're really just illustrations. Those are heavy words, I know. Those are fighting words, I understand. You can hate me for that. And I understand. Because I understand this whole world. No, actually I don't. We're just trying to get by this world, but we all have to have things we stand by, and I stand by that thought. I do. I stand by that thought. It's not necessarily correct, as is nothing. I'm willing to admit that I'm wrong at times. Hey, we're coming to the top of the hour here. We're going to go a little longer. What do you say? Should we go a little longer? I'm kind of enjoying just kind of feeling this painting out. Maybe overworking it, but maybe we're also making it a superstar. Making it a superstar. Lot of times painting is just staring at the damn thing. So we're doing a certain amount of that right now. So in general, painting is it's a pretty peaceful operation. It really is. Well, Clocks Boy, there's a lot to be said about maybe going mad by not being able to by being creative, but there's also the other side of the coin, and that is that you could actually go mad because you are creating art. You know, you could be. You could go mad because you are creating art. There's, I'm not exactly convinced that it saves you from going mad. I think you could actually also go mad from making art. At least there's that, maybe that possibility. I don't know. It's just a thought. Okay, so this one up here, I kind of sense there's a problem. Let me need some more yellow. Oh. Running out of yellow. Oh shit, says Clocks Boy. Yeah. Deep. Deep. Going deep. Or not deep enough. You know? I guess that's what we're up against. It's you can, you know, a painting can be a simple thing, you know, like how about, you ever seen Keith Haring's pieces? You know, they're very just simple. They're just boom, 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 and you know, those are, you know, they're masterpieces, and he didn't belabor, he didn't suffer. You know, or at least that's sort of the feel. I don't know. Maybe he did. It's probably not the best example. I think I got bit already by another mosquito. I think there's one hanging around. Let's see if I can kind of catch something going on. You know, the summer. Man, mosquitoes are really annoying. I've never been a big fan of mosquitoes. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of mosquitoes. who 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 is? I don't know. Well, we're talking. We're talking. I bring up. Someone such as Keith Haring because of the simplicity of what he offered, and almost entirely of what he did. But there was complexity within that. What he did. I mean, I'm not. I'm not really. I'm not the right person to be talking about him, but I just, compared him with Norman Rockwell. It's almost like light years of difference of approach at the very least. So, but he did so much of it that it was, and I think that's also the case if you make so much art. There is potentially an effortless approach to it all. I'm not certain that I'm all about that idea in terms of doing that as an artist, seeking that out. I'm okay with the struggle. I really am. Because there's something kind of enjoyable about it. Because in the struggle there's discovery, and so that's exciting. If anything, if you watch this program a million years from now, which I'm sure no one will, but there's always that chance. That's important. That's the beauty about. The struggle is the discovery. The struggle, the beauty about the struggle is that you have discovery. There is discovery in the whole shebang. In your so I don't think you discover anything new when you have it all figured out, basically. You don't discover anything. You're just you become a hack, there's nothing wrong with being a hack, particularly if you're successful at it. Okay. Nothing wrong with anything. No matter what route you take, there's nothing wrong with it. Particularly if you're able to make a living at it. Jeez, that's great. You can make a living at it. But it's easy to get disenfranchised. It's easy to become. Is it disenfranchised? Is that the word? I don't know. It's easy to lose your desire for the painting process, and that I think you're welcome, or you should welcome the fact that you are not beholden to stay focused on somehow trying to make great art all the time, or whatever the hell you're trying to do. And there's nothing wrong with just making a buck, or just surviving, because that's ultimately what you got to do anyway as an artist, you know. See if I can get some of that. That's bothering me. How do people find something new if they think they know what they want? Yeah, let me see what you're saying here. It's a good question, right? How Tesla Teslas asks, but how do people find anything new if they think they know what they want? Well, that's because they're not able to question. They are not questioning enough about what they're doing. And so because of that, then they're not able to be open to ruining whatever they're doing, and exploring and doing something entirely different to what they're, maybe were taught, or what they thought they were taught. See, that's the thing, is everyone feels that they follow a particular route of discovery. I just have a unique, I wouldn't say it's unique. I'm just saying it's not within the realm of what a lot of artists will do, who want to make a career out of being artists, where they almost are apprentice to a particular artist. It could be literally, physically, they are working with that whatever said artist, and they become, they copy their route, and they do, that kind of route. I've just been sort of that's the advantage in some ways of discovering things on your own, without as the best I can explain it here, and then that way you are you freed yourself from the chains that are from the chains of correctness, of what's cool, and all that kind of stuff. Whatever's the current thing you know, because I never got involved in making art because I was trying to be, um, you know, fit the cool club. So I've kind of never been part of that, where I never you know, assign my allegiance to a particular art movement. I've never espoused any particular artist that I've loved and kissed major ass, and then ultimately just made art that looked just like that. You know, like I never got into that. Though I guess, you know, in some ways I did like Hopper. You know, in a traditional sense, I did like those kind of artists, Hopper and Monet and stuff like that. So they're kind of somewhat impressionist, or more recently that kind of idea, or at least in the past that was about I was interested in that kind of stuff. But I was more interested in just making the stuff myself. I was not interested in being like somebody else. I think it's kind of I think if you can beat to your own drum as an artist, I think you're better off. I think you're better off if you beat to your own drum, meaning you're not a part of a club. You're not dying to be just like Michael Jordan. Basketball reference. You're better off beating your own damn drum, because but there's no right way to do this. There's no right way to do this. You're not going to have it all figured out one way, either way. You could follow, you could be like Mike. You could do exactly what is successful, and be happy. So it's just really about how you want to be happy. What makes you happy? For me, what makes me happy is my own exploratorium, my own discovery. I'm not happy. I might be satisfied if I were able to make artwork that was very similar to so and so, and I was able to make money at it and make a career and all that stuff. But I don't see the point of it, frankly. And I think for some people it's really the wrong route. For me, I think it would be the would have been the wrong route. I think I'm not to say that I'm at a constant you know, like I'm constantly in bliss mode in terms of you know, being satisfied with my existence as an artist or as a human being. It's by no means, it's not that's not really what it's about, or that doesn't work. It doesn't work that way anyway, or I mean, it probably doesn't. But I guess I would, you know, just wouldn't have it any other way. I don't think I made this painting any better this past hour, but probably didn't make it any worse. So could be one of those things where you just constantly you could battle back and forth with it. Hungry like the wolf. What's 5 figures? What's that mean? What's 5 figures? It's not 6 figures. I know it's six. Okay, 6 figures is I think like $1 million. 6 figures. Okay, so 5 figures would be 10,000 instead of a. Wait, no 10. If you go 10,000 and then that's only is that 5? Yeah, that's 5 figures. So 6 would be $1 million. 10,000. Well, that's kind of where these. Not that I can sell these for that price, but that's kind of because of the size. You kind of have to ask that price, basically. And then you only, in theory, get roughly half of that. I don't honestly. I don't think I'm really there. I have not proven anything as an artist. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having that feeling. I don't think. But it's just proven that I haven't. There's no. You can't command those kind of prices without having proven stuff. And the fact that even with the fact that you could command those prices, you would not. It wouldn't. It's not necessarily sustainable in the sense of. You're not really money is from the selling of paintings and getting top dollars. There's something there's some more there's more to it than just getting that. Well, you can achieve those numbers. I see people getting those numbers. But I'm not convinced that say the artwork is of really of that value. It's a combination of hype and or just various reasons. But I think in the long run, there's a lot of speculation when it comes to that. So. But I'd be happy to find that kind of success. I kind of, I would say I look forward to that. I don't know if that's really, happens anytime soon, for sure. So, but I think honestly I haven't proven anything as an artist. I'm still trying. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say I know what I'm doing, but I keep trying. So that's all that matters. I feel like I'm always on to something, you know. I'm on to something. I feel kind of, you know, kind of good about, like, say, this idea, right? I feel good about it. But I think my job is more about uh, the struggle, if anything else. It's not predicated to success necessarily. Marginal success I will take, and thank you very much. You know, I'm satisfied with marginal success. I'm not there and certain that what I do and what I offer is anything more than just that. Anyway, I'm just looking at my painting and kind of going, yeah, what should I do? Should I fix it? Certain things bother me. And like I said, I don't necessarily feel like I need to fix them, because that's always a question, like, well, do you really need to fix it? Because it's not necessarily that you need to fix it. You might want to leave it kind of effed up and undefined. So we got a lot of possibilities here. Well, I say maybe one day that could happen. It's actually not that far out of the realm of selling something for that amount, Alex. Particularly for the size. You know, if you start making, if you make paintings of this size, you kind of have to ask that price anyway, and so. Now the question is, do you get that full amount, or is it, you know, do you split it? But that whatever. But I think for me, this is a good size to work on, because the little stuff, it's you can't get good money for that little stuff, in a way, it seems. That's some positive. That's positive thinking, Alex. I like that. I like that. I mean, I like that idea. I'm positive on the thought that it could happen. That kind of stuff. You know, I do kind of. I veer in and out of optimistic, and then I guess maybe being somewhat pessimistic about things. You know, about my my existence, and. But I think deep down, I do know. At the same time, I'm also. I think I am kind of optimistic about my. Well, I've done a lot of things as an artist, and so I know that I do have some kind of role or play I do enjoy this painting. Just looking at it, it's interesting though. I'll sign off tonight. I'll sign off tonight, and then I'll wake up tomorrow, and then maybe take a look at it, in sort of in the dull light of the day or whatever it is, and I go, oh man, you suck. I hate it, and it's always hard to when you see it in different light, different conditions, times of day, it changes, I guess. There's something pleasant about it. There's something pleasant about this. So I like it. I'm not saying we're done. Still might have a couple of little moves here, but I'm enjoying the ride in terms of the visual. We still got the kind of the spray paint feel. Got a little graffiti thing going on, and then we got the watercolor feeling. Yeah, like that. And then we got the oil, man. The oil. So I just love that. Not to say that's all I'm going to be doing, and all I'm going to make, that kind of combo reality. But I think it's a nice way to I think it's just fun to do. So that's all I guess. As making art, that's really all you could hope for, is having some fun with it. Ooh, I see something I could kind of do here. Let me bring that up just a tad bit here. Bring that guy out if I can. Maybe soften this. Go up. That might not be necessary. This might need some darkness on this thing. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. These guys could be a little darker. That guy could be a little darker. It shouldn't be so bright, I think. Soften that guy up over there, maybe. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter, does it? These guys could be lighter, but then again, maybe we just let them be. Let them be. Let them be. It's not imperative one way or the other now. What is going on up there? Now, we could talk about scale. See, scale is important in the sense that this really I don't know, I wouldn't say it's important, but it does play a role, because I did do a smaller version of this, and I was happy with it. But I always, in the back of my mind, I said, I knew I wanted to make this as large as, I should I have done that? I wanted to make it as large as that I could, which I wouldn't say that, and I could actually make this even larger, really, this idea. This could even be larger, and I just haven't. I guess, you stretch the canvas or whatever, get your hands on some canvas. I mean, clearly this could be even larger, but it's a decent size. What is it? 5 by 6, I think. Wait. Yeah. I think so. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is, but okay, Alex, I'm not missing some of your writing here. Let's see. Well, thank you. Thanks, Alex, for all your positive support. Appreciate that. Very nice of you to say. Honestly, the real goal, I think, as an artist, and Alex, you experienced that. You work with a gallery that really can sell the work. That makes a big difference. I'm just, I put stuff up on, Etsy and eBay, and I do Saatchi. That's somewhat better. But it's just sort of, you work with a gallery that really can really sell it to the right kind of clientele, and then they may be. Yeah. Well, I just never really had that experience, for the most part. I mean, on a small level, I've had that. I've been, had that opportunity and done that kind of stuff, but it's not on a. Okay, what is that guy doing there? That guy bothers me. I need to decide what I'm gonna do with that guy. Should I figure him out or not? I don't know. Do painters need a writer's equivalent of a publisher? I wouldn't say, nowadays, no, in a weird way, because you can survive as an artist, and I've been doing that by just, doing stuff like on eBay and, say, Etsy and stuff. So you can you don't need, though you could call them publishers, couldn't you? But there are people that specialize in selling art, and middle people, middle persons, middle women, and so they can make a big difference in terms of making sales and also commanding the right kind of price, or big numbers in terms of the value. But that comes in time, and so I think it would be fun to experience that in my lifetime. But honestly, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, and I'm not sure I will. So yeah, not to be a Debbie Downer. But I'm able to survive. Nowadays it's easy to, in some ways, to survive as an artist, in a weird way. Let's put that little guy over there. Yeah, no, that's right. You've been saying that for a while. Yeah, that's great. I've been having a good run with Etsy lately, and then and Saatchi too, and a little eBay. I'm just like, kind of like all over the place, on that. But you know, I think the real end game, this is all chunk change, as they say. I think if you're really trying to like really command like major success as a successful artist, you really want to have a, I think the goal, I would say, is to actually have like a real gallery back you up. Kind of a blue chip gallery type, like that just really supports you in a weird way and commands major but that's a dream, so I don't really, not really going to happen. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow. I mean, I check my emails right now. Let me see. Yeah. No one's contacted me as of yet about that. That's right, the octopus. You got to have your hands all over the place trying to make some sales. I'm inclined to call it a day on this guy, but we can go a little longer here. We're just thinking that I don't know why I would even go even any further. It kind of feels feels kind of strangely done in a weird way. So maybe that's a good sign that you keep looking at this thing and you go, I can't do much more to it. So maybe we're done. Maybe we're done to this. And in some cases, if you lose your train of thought, maybe you might end up just making it worse. That's always a possibility, but that's okay if you made it worse. I wouldn't. I wouldn't hit yourself over the head over that. There's plenty of other things you could hit yourself over the head with for being upset about your performance or whatever it is that you're concerned about. Don't know if that's making any difference. Just kind of putting in a couple of things that seemed like they might be bothering me, but honestly, I don't know. I'm not really sure that they really are, and I'm just sort of. But we're definitely thinking about the abstracted aspect of it all, and that's the only saving grace, is that we have that going on, and that in the sense that we can the optical illusion of it all. That kind of bugs, and then it gets to a point where, wow, that's kind of bothering me. This bothers me, but then you look at the whole picture and you go, wait a second. It should be all about the fact that it all bothers you. It should all bother you. This whole thing should bother. There should, it's like you should be like, questioning, like, well, wait a second. This doesn't make any sense. This does not make any sense now. And with that in mind, I think we've kind of come to that the conclusion of it not making much sense. And there's a potential beauty in the fact that it doesn't make any sense. So with that in mind, I do tend to feel as though we could be at the end. I don't know if I'm going to be messing around with this anymore. We'll put it up. I think we'll put it up for sale. How about that? You know, this guy should be. Maybe we should. No, I guess that's what it is. It's okay. I'll figure that. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Well, I guess I'm at that end. I'm at the end. Yeah, that's a good name. That's a good he's a good gallery, right? Craig Kroll. It's a pretty legitimate gallery, right? Yeah, so I think we could be done with this painting. Let me just kind of, like I said, we're kind of playing with the fact that things don't, and then I think that's why it's hard to make the sale. That again, we're battling with that idea, and we're excited by the possibilities, but you're always up against when it comes to the selling of artwork such as this, when it veers on being sloppy and a little disjointed, then you're potentially screwed out of, or you just no one wants to buy it because they're not convinced that it has any clarity. And it's just too disjointed, and I just realized that there is that one spot that bothers me, so I need to figure that one out. Everything else kind of makes sense, not that it's supposed to make sense, but there's that one blob that I got to make a decision, and I think I need to put that. Bring it here. Okay, let's bring the extension of it here. Not that that's going to solve the problem, but at least we give a hint that there's a hint that it made sense, because at the very least we're trying to make sense. At the very least we're trying to make sense. I love it. Sort of. Not really. All right. All right, we're still looking at it. We're still kind of thinking we could do something to it, and not necessarily we're doing anything that's helping it out, but then again, maybe we are. So. Feels good. Maybe it's done. I'll think about it. Jared, what's up, Jared? All right, well, I think I'm done with the painting. We'll post some pictures. I'll post this up on Instagram. What the hell? You know, I like the disjointed too, Jared. I do. I'm a big fan of that. I'm not. You know, I'm always at battle with the technical world and precision. I'm always at odds with that. And yet, you know, I have that ability to some degree at times. And so, yeah. But that's not, I think I do prefer a little more disjointed operation. This sort of has a Rousseau feel to it, which I love that thought, you know. I love his work. You know, like if you go, like years ago, I went into the museum there in New York, the main one, Museum of Modern Art, I think. And I looked at all this artwork, and then I saw a Rousseau, and I was like, oh yeah. It was so primitive and kind of shitty in a weird way compared to everything else. And I just thought, oh, thank God I saw something like this. You know, it gives you hope as an artist to see something that is about maybe a struggle or just a whole another approach to doing things, as opposed to you know, full on immaculation. You know, this whole thing about humanity being wanting to emulate God and with their artwork, in the sense that there's no even struggle from the human in the artwork, is just sort of, I don't find it interesting. I find that art that's made from the struggle, that has struggle, elements of struggle, is more interesting in a way. But again, that's just me, and so. And there's all types of art out there, so there's all types of possibilities. Well, guys, that's it for us here. On the show. I'm going to try to eat some dinner here. It's a little late, but I went to an acupuncturist, and the acupuncturist, because I have like arm pain, you know, I don't know, from painting or something, and the acupuncturist says, well, you shouldn't eat, you should not, she said, well, you shouldn't eat any meat, for one, or cheese, for two, but don't eat after 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I do all that stuff. But it's an interesting point. It's an interesting point. So, but having said that, I need to eat some food before it's too late. Oh, there's a mosquito. I got you. I got you, buddy. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, we're at. This all ties in together. The mosquitoes. Oh, I got another one. Is that right? All right. So we're out of here. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you again tomorrow. How about that? And maybe we call it a day on this or not. I don't know. I could kind of keep messing with it, but I'm not really sure I want to. But I don't think I would ruin it if I did. I guess that would be a question of to put forth. Hey, I'll take a quick photo here. Not the best shot, but we'll put it up on Instagram just for the hell of it. Okay, let's just do it here real quick. See what you guys. There we go. We'll put that up on Instagram. Okay, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night. Stay safe.